school recovering some more lost assets, but not quite as much as last time. Yay! I don't have as much work as I have to do. Half of it was kind of just sitting around. Greetings, mortals!
The crossbow? No, you can't.
Okay, what you boys looking for on the forest?
I'm trying to get more ammunition for my gun where I can start duping that, and I forgot how to dupe explosives.
Okay, do you have... Okay, listen, you need 2 explosives. One with a sticky on it, the other one without one, okay?
Yep. I have one with the sticky, one without.
Put the sticky one on the tray, and then just press and hold R2 on the non-sticky one, and it'll just give you, automatically just start giving you as much as you need.
Alright, let's see if I can find the right one, because it always says explosive, it doesn't say which one is which.
On your screen, when you look at it, it'll show. One will have the yellow tape, the other one will not. So I
you know what?
am quite irritated because Subnautica crashed a second time. I didn't lose as much progress as last time, but I did lose the blueprints for the drill arm, the ultra high capacity tank, the still suit, the reinforced dive suit, the exosuit thermal module. I lost a bunch of fucking resources, a goddamn entire fucking locker, which irritated the hell out of me. So I'm gonna replace that locker right now, empty my prawn suit if I didn't, because I didn't do that last time I returned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not freaking
Glitched where it's not showing any of them as a sticky.
If none of them are showing a sticky, just add sticky to one of them.
I did,
but
yeah, I'll do so again.
Fuck. Oh, I didn't empty my prawn suit storage. Well, guess what? There's nothing in the storage. I lost all that shit too. Yay! Son of a bitch.
3 of them are counting as stickies currently. And, damn it. Oh well. I have more bombs back at home. I can always grab another sticky from there when I relog.
Yeah, understandable. Actually, I can teach you a little trick. With the
feels bad.
Yeah. So I can teach you a little trick with basically any resource. Say for example, you've got a skin rack. You and the host both need a cold suit to go up into the north to get item X, Y, Z, etc. Whatever. You take the item that you need more of, put it in your inventory, okay? Save as a non-host player, put them back on the rack, leave, rejoin, and then now there will be not only the stuff that you put on that you had in your inventory that you put onto the rack before you quit, but now you'll have the stuff that you just put onto the rack in your inventory and the stuff on the rack as well. Ta-da! Magic!
Hey, you guys ready to head into the cave to get the rebreather? I already have it, and...
Dude, it's like a 2-minute thing. I think I helped Nick get it already, didn't I? You there, Nick?
It's really not a hard item to get.
Dude, it's super easy, and once you get the rebreather, you can get the crossbow, you can get all 4 of the freaking, the custom blueprints, stuff like that, like...
Yeah, I got me the crossbow.
Yeah,
one of the best weapons, really.
No, it's not the best weapon at all. Gun is literally
one of.
Yeah, well, you gotta be really accurate with it too, and it's sometimes a little finicky with its accuracy, and it's kind of weird. But
I'm used to using bows in real life, so I prefer the bow over the crossbow. But when it comes to hunting, due to the crossbow's damage, it'll one-shot most things for hunting.
I would rather use a recurve bow in real life.
Same here.
Oh, here's a compact. No, get that trickery away from me. That is cheating.
I use a V-curve bow in real life for hunting.
I've never actually been hunting before. It's just more of at a range. I've used a recurve bow before, and it's power. A 30-pound bow can kill a human being with a field tip.
And that's the thing. With a recurve bow, the hunting weight, well, the war weight was actually more around 120 pounds minimum.
So, for example, a recurve bow, you got a 30-pound bow with a 30-pound string. Now, this is on a recurve bow, so that's 30 pounds on a recurve bow. With a regular, that's like 10, 15 pounds most. Because a recurve bow will automatically double the poundage of a regular bowstring, which is why a recurve bow
just like a longbow.
Actually, longbows don't double it. It's just standard strength of the longbow. Longbow is just long. Takes a lot longer to draw back.
Actually, longbows as length also increase the yield and speed.
Which is why, if you have a... Which again? With arrows? You take a feather, a stick, and I think a rock?
What?
I believe in order to make feathers you need... to make arrows you need... Yeah.
Oh, mutant? Where?
Actually...
Yeah,
honestly,
I'll be avoiding that.
Okay, is there 4 of you in that match right now, or no? Ah, bloody hell. Well, I could easily
when one of us leaves, you can join in.
100%, I will definitely be doing that. Do I have my beacon on me? I have beacon on me.
In 8 minutes I got D&D and I'm the host of the world.
Okay. Oh, you got VR, don't you?
Hmm.
So, I want to get some... I want to get some lithium first, and then I want to get the blueprints back, which isn't too hard because I just have to head this general direction. And then I want to head back to base, drop it off, grab my super tool that is like the most wonderful thing in the entire goddamn world. Head over to Phi to pick up the stuff I need. Oh, you get away from me, you bastard!
Alright, I'm gonna have to head back to camp to save. You guys best get to a place you can save as well. Because I'm gonna have to log off here soon.
Are you the host?
D&D.
Basically get everything back.
Oh yeah, and I can do it in half the time now. Now, the best place to get... Now, the location of one of the best items in the game and one of the best locations for titanium is literally the front of the... yeah, sorry, it's still loud in the party. So,
yeah. There's a save point over by the shipping containers.
As I was saying, the best location for titanium right now is actually the front of the Mercury 2, which has like 20 plus Virginia. The one with all the legs that hisses and stuff is called the Virginia. The one with the extra arms that whacks over trees is called the Jonesy, and the one that's big and chubby that flops over and charges like a bull at you is called the Bull. Then you got the tiny ones which are just called babies. There you go.
I just call the armed one the Armsy, the ones with all the legs, the Legsy, or a spider bitch.
Yeah, spider bitch. Now, as I was saying, you guys think it's hard for you right now, right? I'm on day 70 plus.
Dude,
and
I'm on day 63 to maybe 70 right now.
I'm almost on day 80 on my world. Now, Nick, you want to tell them what the cannibals are like on
find a place to save real quick, because I'm about to log off for D&D.
Why don't you get the drill arm and go in the mine?
I am the host.
Well, I have to reobtain the drill arm blueprint, unfortunately. Actually, I'm about to hop onto a forest in about 10 minutes here.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Because I'm going to spend the
Well,
next
whenever
10
I get
minutes
done
in
playing on
resources.
D&D, I'll join you guys again for the forest if I'm not busy.
Yeah, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes getting resources, so this is going to be a short little stream. More like a snippet kind of stream, you know?
Oh yeah, Neko,
Just
do you
to get
play something like Warframe?
I own my own clan on Warframe. It's just more of I don't have the space for it right now because I don't have my extended hard drive no more. It pooched. It screwed the pooch. But
I'm actually a veteran Warframe player back from PC. Got my account transferred to PS.
Alpha or post-alpha?
Alpha.
Ah, so you're one of those guys that got to play with oodles and oodles of freaking platinum, huh?
No, I actually don't keep oodles and noodles of platinum because I
Alpha
primarily
PC players actually got handed bucket loads of platinum to find all the bugs and shit.
I know. So then, just because you got oodles and noodles of platinum doesn't mean we didn't use it.
I know. Oh, I know. You got like how many millions and billions of platinum, right?
No, I didn't get that much. We got close to around 5,000 platinum for free.
Oh, that's stupid. You should have gotten way more platinum than that.
We get more than that, but that's the only amount I accepted because I didn't want a huge amount. The game was enough for me.
Yeah, the platinum was just
Plus,
to make sure
I was a
nothing
late
got
alpha tester. I was towards the end of the alpha, so that's the only reason I got around 5,000.
I've got a friend who had I think it was like 1 or 2 mil plat.
Yeah.
I
was a late alpha, so that's the only reason I didn't get as much.
Yeah, he said if they ever allow you to transfer progress from PC to console, he would be transferring all of his everything to console and then giving all of his friends platinum and stuff like that because he had way too much to ever spend.
If I could get more platinum, I would, and I still buy platinum every now and then and support the game.
Oh, 100%. I would, if I had the money, I would buy platinum on a monthly basis, but I just don't. Because I have other
I don't have the money either.
Month, right?
That's the thing.
Yeah, but like,
whenever I do have the money, though, I will buy Prime Access and such, just where I have something new to play with and some more platinum.
Dude, I had a friend who was like, oh, hey, do you have any Prime Frames yet? And it was like my first week of playing the game. I'm like, no, I've only played for like a week. He's like, okay, you know what? I've got a spare Ember and a spare Loki. You can have them. I'm like, why? Why are you doing this for me? He's like, cause I can. I'm like, you're so nice. And it's like, besides, I'm gonna be off
Here's
the
the
game
thing:
for, like,
if he didn't give you, if you still haven't built that Loki, it is worth shit tons.
I built that Loki like ages ago.
I know, but considering how long he's been vaulted, he is worth thousands.
Dude, I have literally freaking stomped the shit out of some poor bastard's fucking vault on the obstacle course because my Loki, the way I have him built, is just go fast, motherfucker. Vroom, vroom,
I know.
bitch.
Loki can outspeed anyone except for Gauss.
Well, Gauss needs straight lines to go faster. If there's a lot of curves and jumping, Gauss goes slow. Gauss don't go.
No, then it is either Loki or Ash Prime. One of them.
Loki is the fastest frame in the game.
Ash can give him a good competition. Same with Limbo, but only them two.
By default, without any upgrades, Loki's the best.
If you scan fragments, you already have you get titanium.
With upgrades, he's still one of the fastest frames.
I know I get more titanium from scanning upgrades. Remember, I played Subnautica 1. My sleeper module! Oh, my darling, yes! Oh, that's the aquarium up. Oh, gay.
Though, my pride and joy is my Limbo Prime.
Yo, if I had Limbo Prime, I would just be a dick because I could be. I'd be worse than PC players. PC players, oh shit, there's a Limbo on our team. Immediately leaves. Well then, I didn't need you. Limbo, I don't need you anyways. Poof, fucking disappears.
Pretty much.
Over there.
We Limbo players don't need them, they need us.
And then half of the time it's like, no, go away, I don't want you to touch me. Afterburn upgrade for my sea truck? Yes, I will work like hell on finding you. Hell yes.
You know what? I just go, you know what? Time. Stop. Cataclysm.
Stop. How about Tom? I've got a freaking rab feet that I have a ridiculous freaking
Oh, you're gonna love this. Something they recently added into Warframe on Harder Deimos.
Oh yeah. The fucking mech suit. Yeah, I got it.
No, the Volphyla, a fox-based companion life form.
A witch?
A fox-based companion life form known as a Volphyla.
So they added a third one.
Uh-huh.
I thought that we can hear you. We're just kind of like Warframing. Warframe talking here.
Yeah.
We're just doing our nerdy Warframe talk. But there was the one that was like a mutated Kavat and the one that was a mutated Kubro. Right?
Well, the Volphyla is actually based around a fox, not the Kavat.
It looks like a really fucked up Kavat with multiple tails. But then you could just
it
say
actually looks more like a fox to me, which is why I love it. And it's the very first. I built it the first day.
Alright, have fun if you.
Harder Deimos came out. I got one. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude, I actually was so happy that I was able to buy Platinum one day, because I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just buy one of those mechs, because I'm too lazy to grind out one.
Oh, I did the same thing. I bought me a mech.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, oh yes, let me feel the power of God himself.
Which one did you get? The Bone Widow or the Necromech?
I don't remember. I think it was Necromech.
I didn't get the one with the shield and the sword. I got the one
Bone
with
Widow
the grenades.
The one with the sword and shield is Bone Widow. She's got Shield Maiden.
Mm-hmm. I know.
She's still pretty cool.
But the one I got has basically turns into turret.
Yeah, that's the same.
Can take ships out of sky with ease.
Oh dear lord, yes. It's like, oh, you need more damage? Here, have 2,000+ damage per hit. Oh, 2,000+ isn't enough? Here, have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000, 12,000 damage. Oh, I don't even know how much
I'm doing upwards of 60,000 damage per shot just on base.
I know, right? It's like, oh, ha, we need fire. Dude with the Necromech, step aside, motherfucker. I got this.
Pretty much.
To a turret. Feast on this!
Here's the thing. If you get your technical skill up in Railjack, you can use them on Railjack missions.
Oh, what level does your technical skill have to be?
You gotta get to rank 4.
Rank 4? Dude, I'm higher than rank 4. I need to re-download this game, re-download Warframe just so I can play with you now. Dude,
I've already got me a Railjack too.
Dude, you'll love the Furious Rose then. She is sexy as fuck. She's almost maxed out.
You'll love my ship. I got it in a black, gold, and white setup to match my Limbo Prime.
Dude, my ship is black, gold, and red to match my Rhino Prime, and my Rhino Prime's just.
Oh man, we have such a close color scheme.
Oh yeah, it's a really good color scheme because if you do gold accents with red energy.
I know.
And black
I
base,
love using
so
a royal to
good.
midnight blue and black with gold because that also looks beautiful.
Oh, you think royal midnight or midnight blue looks good? Try royal purple, dude. Nah, that looks.
I'm
sick.
not much of a purple fan, but I've done it and it does look great.
Oh god, squid face, get me out of here. Move, Alfred, move your fat fucking ass. Oh dear lord, move faster. If I start saying Mufasa,
No,
it's because
I've actually got two.
Saying.
I got 2 out of 4 pieces for the Vectus Prime. If you got any pieces for that, I would give you something in exchange. I don't have platinum.
I have Vectus Prime. I'm more of someone who wants Baza Prime because I've got a ridiculous Baza that's already good as it is, and it's like, can I make this? Yes, you can make this better. Give us your money.
I actually got relics to help you get Baza Prime stuff if you want to work with me on them.
I would 100%. I actually have to delete something right now in order to download it because it would take me like an hour to do so. So goodbye, Conan. No worries. Like, honestly, if I was a little more nerdy, I would 100% play D&D. It's just more of like, don't 100% understand it, but I would definitely play it. So basically, what my character is a half elf. Is a half elf with, well, let's just say she's ridiculously strong, but also quite smart. Prefers to wear heavy plate armor and likes to dual wield two-handed weapons.
You want to hear what mine does?
Sure.
He's a druid that uses daggers. He recently got a set of daggers known as the Songbirds, which you can throw one and teleport to it, as long as you have the other. Or you can teleport it back to you. So I can basically do flying Raijin to a motherfucker.
Basically, you could do the deal thing, where it's like, ha! I'm behind you! Fucking Tim slaps the fuck out of him.
And then just sets the other knife down, grabs the other knife and goes back in front of him, saying, ah, I'm in front of you.
Oh, you're approaching me instead of running away? You must really be an idiot. No, I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer. God damn it.
And funny thing is, he's a druid that's wearing half plate, utilizes a flute as his main weapon.
He's wearing plate mail. So half plate is technically it's the proper name for it is called plate mail because it's a chain mail with plate pieces on it, and it's really good armor. It's great at deflecting
it is.
Stuff like arrows and shit like that in reality.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
I think why I'm going with half plate, because it's some of the best armor you can get.
But I prefer plate. Sure, I'm big and bulky and heavy, but I can pick your ass up like a fucking ragdoll and kick the shit out of you.
But here's the thing with mine. I'm an enchanter. I can make it light as a feather.
Oh, that's scary.
30 seconds of oxygen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I already have fire immunity.
Game. You can't move, you're too No, I can 100% move faster than you say. It's like, no, please, no. The poor orc that's about to get his shit kicked.
And funny thing is, you know my flute? I'm a druid. I have a special spell called Flame Blade, which turns anything I'm holding into a fucking lightsaber.
Yes. Yes. Give me more death.
Yeah.
In other words, you essentially
Don't fuck
look at
with the
them
druid.
and basically it's an oh my well emotion the other moment.
Pretty much. And fun thing is, throw one songbird dagger behind him, say, hi, ignite, boom. Blade through the back.
Essentially, yeah. Like, playing D&D is basically like playing live-action version of World of Warcraft. You could be a total fucking douche, or you could be a real fucking cool dude.
Oh, and here's the thing. You know what a ghoul is, right?
What?
A ghoul. A form of undead. That feasts on corpses. Or living people.
A ghoul, yeah, they're technically undead, but they're not quite dead. They're just more of a... They have a living, breathing body that has a...
But they're classified as living dead.
Yeah, they're technically classified as living dead, yes. But a ghoul does have a full-on, they do actually live. They have...
Here's the thing, though. I'm a Circular Moon druid.
System and stuff.
What I did to this ghoul
just was not
terrified it, and her henchman, which was a human. What I did was use fog cloud and dancing lights to set the scene, making a nice creepy area inside the orphanage it had taken over, where it was feasting on kids.
Oh, in an orphanage?
Slowly turning them into other ghouls.
Oh, this is not...
So what I did is, I used minor illusion to make the voices of the kids saying, a druid is coming, here comes your demise.
Oh dear lord, no.
Within the creepy fog lit up by pale blue flames.
Oh, balefire.
I'm a kitsune, so technically it's foxfire.
Okay, blue is witchfire, pale blue is witchfire, right? And witchfire doesn't
pale
actually
bluish white
reflect.
can be classified as witchfire or
White?
foxfire.
Yeah, white is more of white and red, like white and bright red is foxfire.
Not really. Since foxfire comes from natural gas, it actually is a blue flame with a white hue.
Yeah, technically, but like in all technicalities, if you take into thank you, Sea Monkey, you gave me a gift. How kind of you.
And A Kitsune's flame can take on any color they want, so...
Yeah, but then you've got people like, you know, if I could have my character exactly the way I wanted to, I would get picked on for having a far more powerful character than I should. Black flames. Well, let's just see.
That's the odd thing, considering mine's a holy flame and a black flame is an unholy one.
Well,
our two would cancel each other's out.
It's because it's not because she's unholy. It's more of because technically, the original concept of Andromeda is that she's still half undead because she couldn't quite bring.
Then I would have to kill you. I'm a druid. My whole goal is hunt and destroy undead.
As I was saying, let me finish. She's still technically half undead because of a curse, but because the curse didn't take full effect before she died. It was taking effect while she was still alive, which means she's still technically alive-ish. It's just more of her heart beats incredibly slowly, which allows her to still
Let me put it this way for you then. After killing that ghoul with, after getting behind it and igniting the blade causing its chest to explode...
Yeah, essentially what Andromeda is...
I went upstairs to find kids that were half undead and suffering. I proceeded to mercy kill them at their request, utilizing a dagger coated with a lethal dose of wolfsbane.
Well, she's half undead, yes, she's always in fucking constant pain, but that pain translates into pure unadulterated kill everything that fucking caused me pain previously. She killed her old master because he was the one who had turned her into that abomination. She uses a spell to keep her physical visage up so that, you know, oh, I'm just a normal living creature. She uses magic to kind of like conceal what her curse so that people aren't off-put by it. Because people are little prissy bitches and snowflakes. Right?
Fair. My character, if he found out you were an undead, if it took a decent period of time, he probably wouldn't go for killing you, but helping you lift the curse and return you to life.
Considering alchemy is her main like focus of trying to fix it, it's more of perhaps I can make a potion to fix it.
You're using alchemy. I'm utilizing alchemy and enchantment, so we both have a very similar skill set.
Like the original character wasn't from D&D. It's just more of adapted for it.
Yeah.
So it kind of like stripped away 90% of everything she could do, so that way the dungeon master wasn't a little bitch about it.
Gotta admit though, between our two characters, we would probably raise hell for DMs.
Well, let's just say the original Andromeda. She has a really long story. She's actually 300-400 years old. Doesn't actually age.
So you're around the same age as my character.
I just said approximately. That's just what she tells everyone. She won't ever tell you. A true elf never tells anyone their
that's
real
what he
age,
tells
right?
everyone too, at most.
Exactly.
That's if he trusts you.
It's like, oh, you don't get to know my real age, but I'm just gonna say I'm around this age.
Pretty much. Same with him.
But other than that, it's more of, you don't get to know what age I really am. I'm just gonna tell you an age that's approximately like maybe 300-400 years younger. Because elves don't.
I mean, your character is female, so it makes sense you'd lie about her age.
She's actually only half. She's half human. Well, a quarter human technically. Her so the original concept of her character is she was kind of based in the world of World of Warcraft because where she was born. She was born 18 years before the whole Lich King incident from the game. If you're familiar with WoW, then it'll make perfect sense. Her mother, so before the WoW incident, before the Lich King incident, there's this person known as Edvina, etc., was literally the living embodiment of the Sunwell. She's born 18 years after the whole incident. Well, she's born quite a few years after the incident. 18 years after she finds out why she never ever met her great-grandmother or her great-grandfather, because it's like 2 generations afterwards. Lich King still exists, yes, but it's more of he just couldn't get to where they were because it was holy place, Sunwell type deal. Kinda. So, for example, if Anvina had a child, if you're familiar with that whole story arc, she technically would have passed. She would pass on a portion of her power, not the full thing, right? So, if you consider that, she and Caleb go stay together. They kind of fell for each other. Of course, they'd have a kid. So I'm like, you know what? They never actually made that official or anything like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna just abuse that. Unofficially, gives them a child. Child is character's mother, type deal. She's got latent power, which is why she almost never runs out of magic, right? Her magic power just like seems bottomless because of that. It's freaky, but it kind of suits the ability of. Well, it's the reason why she was so skilled with magic, why she picked up so quickly on basically anything, and it really, really, really made it really fucking easy to not have to deal with bullshittery, right? Yeah. It's like, well, the first thing she ever mastered was alchemy, because she had discovered her magic yet, which was unusual for someone with even half elf, right?
Yeah,
so,
true.
She was teased and picked on as a kid, but she also did great help. During a time when there was a disease running rampant through her village, she was making potions and stuff, and she excelled even more than her master did, who was impressed and slightly embarrassed at the fact that his student was superior to him in their skill. And she helped to, for example, save the village from total destruction because of disease, etc., etc., etc. Next, she worked on fire because she discovered she had an affinity for it. Teacher lost his eyebrows and his nose hairs for a week. You know, wasn't expecting the fire to burn so hot or so bright so suddenly. Discovered it was fire, black fire. And then from there she kind of started, during like holidays and stuff, she would put on shows with fire, changing the colors and stuff and making them dance in shapes and shit.
Yeah, so similar to something my character does with dancing lights.
This was only like 10, 12 years into her life. She started to work, she went to the Night Elves because she was only half Blood Elf. She chose, she asked her mother if she could go to the Night Elves and learn Druidism because she's still technically, as far as they knew, half human.
Oh, so she's a similar profession to my character.
Because you are half human, we will train you in the ways of Druidism because we are allied with the humans, but because you're part Blood Elf, we won't trust you 100%. But we will train you to the fullest extent that we are actually able to. She learned it, mastered it, kind of like, etc. That's just. But her lifelong training was to be a paladin, like her father before her. Her father, Darius, was a legendary paladin, not listed in any books because why the fuck not? Why the fuck would he? He was a full-on Blood Elf with the Order of the Blood Knights, right? He was training her. He finished his training with her on her 18th birthday, and helped her and brought her to the blacksmith to forge her armor. She forged her armor and her weapon, and then went home to her mother to see how she was doing. Her father got an emergency, called Orgrimmar for whatever council, and then the village was attacked. The whole Lich King plowed through the frickin' everything again.
Pretty much.
Because he realized, he's like, oh, there's another village here? Oh, let's fucking go through it again.
Though, the character I've been talking about is someone completely different from my original variant of character I used.
Understandable.
Which would be Lunaris Moonfang.
She's like, well,
he
I'm
is a druid.
She's like, and then, well, her mother, she didn't notice the village was being attacked until her mother, stumbled in, literally holding her guts, and she bawled her eyes out, trying to do everything she could. She had not learned healing magic yet. That was the one thing she always struggled with. It was something she didn't crack until years and years later. Arthas comes in, she pleads him not to turn her mother into an undead, that she may bury her, and in return she offers to become his most loyal servant. He makes her a Death Knight, but the spell doesn't take hold completely, so she's technically a Death Knight, but she doesn't die completely.
So she's classified more so as a fallen paladin, someone that was tried to be.
But
for
because of
some
this,
examples,
because of this, the
when
way
a Death
the
Knight
Lich
is
King
forced on a
works.
paladin and it fails, it would make them a fallen paladin.
Yes.
Whereas, or
but she did,
an Oathbreaker paladin.
As I was saying, because the Death Knight spell did take hold, did transform her technically, but her body, like, her heart still beat slightly, even though it was sundered in two. So, but the way that the Lich King works is, the closer you are to him, the more control he has over you. And he kept her by his side as long as possible. Trained her in all the magics he could, forged her armor and her new weapon, and when he sent her to single-handedly go after Dalaran, because he wanted the floating city. Like, we all know that Arthas wanted to make Dalaran his personal, like, floating stronghold, right? Because to take Dalaran and turn it into your own, to turn it into a
seat of power.
Yeah, a seat of power. It wouldn't just be that, but he would also start pumping Death Knights and everything out of there, like the like all the other floating strongholds for him, right? But
yeah, that's what would become his main fortress, his seat of power.
She got about 3/4 of the way there, and then she suddenly noticed, I can't feel his presence touching my mind anymore. And finally broke free. She continued to Dalaran, but instead warned them. Returned back there with a new conviction. She would murder him where he stood. And upon arriving, she realized there were other warriors there, etc., etc., and she drove her blade through his heart and made sure to kill him, along with the others, because it's better to fight with a Death Knight on your side than against one, right?
True.
Plus, rage was mostly feeling at that time. Went to Dalaran, found her father. Her father got assassinated by a little bastard of a dwarf who fucking literally stabbed him in the back with a knife. Little rogue bastard. She lost her mother about 150 years prior.
would hate Asuzaki then, since he fights like a rogue.
About 150 years prior, she lost her mother. Then she loses her father. And, well, she picked the little bastard up, fucking ripped his arms off, ripped his legs off, and then beat the shit out of him before fucking crushing his head. And then burning it all to a crisp. Took her father home to where her mother was buried him beside her.
Alright, well, I'll talk with you more later, Ariana.
I could tell you the rest of the story later.
And I'll give you some details on...
So, yeah.
I'll give you a story on Lunaris' backstory, but the one I did tell you about is Asuzaki, the one I'm currently playing. If I told you about my OC, you'd see a world of difference in power.
I would agree. So I'll let you know the rest of her story later. Yeah. Alright.
I know.
Yeah. I just more up. He's like, oh shit, I'm gonna be late. I respect that. Keep it up a time schedule. But you couldn't understand a goddamn thing, I'm guessing, right? A little bit? Go ahead and ask a question. Our characters that we created is what we were talking about. She's got a long and fucked up past is what it is, and yeah, basically, yeah. Like, her past is pretty fucked up because of what happened, so. Well, she's got a long lifeline because of lineage and stuff like that, and skill, also. Like, imagine holding a person that you love dearly, that you also admire, on a high pedestal and wanting to be like them when you grow up, for example, right? Say you're in medieval times and you want to be like your father, who is a great warrior. This is after women are allowed to kind of like fight in wars and shit because, you know, if you're strong enough to fight, you are to fight. Like, say you admire them, you'd want to become like them, right? Because if you're a great warrior and have great respect given to you, then you'd want to follow in their footsteps, right? It just makes sense. So that's kind of how she felt about her father. She just wanted to be just as respected as him. No. One thing I don't have. No, not installed. Yeah. Like, it's a really fucked up long backstory, but if you hear it all, it, like, makes sense all of a sudden, right? Because the final factor is what ties it all together. What makes it all make sense. And it's like, oh, that is actually pretty cool in the end. It's like, yeah, I guess. But like, I didn't just come up with her off the top of my head kind of deal. It's more of a, honestly, she came straight out of a lucid fucking dream. Tombs? What? Okay. Okay, now on to 5, where I can finally get the motherfucking shit that I lost again. I need the laser cutter to get in there. Oh, unfortunate. Oh well. I'll just go up and around and hit up at the docks. Because why the fuck not, right? Yeah, I'll hop on there as soon as I get to the surface of this island. Because there's literally just a few items that I didn't get here, right? That's all it really is. Yeah. It's just more of a few things I didn't get at the island that I kind of have to pick up again because shit sucks. Alright, now that I'm at the surface of the island and can literally see where I have to go from here, I'll hit the save button. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Thank you. And I'll end the stream there. Sorry if anyone in the stream just, like, does not understand a damn thing about what was said. There is just geeking out there for